We just go the full of summary of One Piece. Chapter 1134, so let's go over it. The chapter picks up right where the previous one left off. Luffy thanks Saul for helping Robin and extends his hand in greeting. Luffy: Saul Awesome! I understand one of my crew members has been under your care. Thank you so much. Let me introduce myself. Luffy speaks in a Yakuza-like style, which confuses and amuses everyone, as they're unsure where he picked up those words. Sanji: Where did you even learn that from? Luffy: Please forgive us. Robin, interrupting: This is Luffy. Saul: Dereshishishi. I know. Luffy's a big name. You've met some good friends, Robin. You finally found them, right? Robin: Yes. The Nakama who will protect me. The rest of the Straw Hat crew, except Luffy, Zoro, and Jinbe, tearfully express their commitment to protecting Robin forever. Saul thanks everyone for looking after her. Lilith introduces herself to Saul as Vegapunk and asks Jinbe to bring out one of the machine boxes she brought from Egghead, which Gerd helps him carry. Inside is a sealed capsule with a Vega sticker. Jinbe: We brought it from Egghead based on Vegapunk's instructions. What's inside? Lilith: It's me! Luffy, in shock: Vegapunk's clone. Lilith: That's right. Unlike us satellites, this is a complete replica. This Vegapunk visited Elbaf 20 years ago. The government would start to get suspicious if Stella just left the lab for months, right? We managed to get it out using a nutrient medium, but we need special machinery to safely extract it. Lilith reveals she'll stay in Elbaf and build a lab to revive Vegapunk in this cloned body and also cure Kuma. Bonnie is thrilled to hear this. The Giants give the Straw Hat crew a tour of the school, while Robin, Saul, Chopper, Lilith, and Bonnie head to the Owl Library. The school building resembles the Owl Library, and outside, they encounter giant kids playing near Warrior's Spring. Usopp asks if any of them dream of sailing one day and fighting ruffians. One of the giants responds that this is no longer the trend. Zoro: That came from an adult just now. Usopp: What do you mean by that? Giant kids: Better move aside or you'll get scolded. You're standing on top of Ripley Sensei. Luffy and Usopp realize they've been standing on Ripley, a giant warrior and the biology teacher at Walrus Academy. She explains that giant children at the school are more polite and peaceful due to King Harold's influence. King Harold, who wanted Elbaf to embrace peace through trade rather than war, was killed by his son, leaving Elbaf without a king. Ripley, from the last generation of warriors, tells Luffy that she would have loved to see his white form, referencing Elbaf's mythology. Robin, Chopper, Lilith, Bonnie, and Saul arrive at the Owl Library, where Saul explains how he managed to rescue Ohara's books and bring them back. Saul: When I arrived in Elbaf after the events in Ohara, I couldn't forget the records the scholars gave their lives for. I asked Hadrudin and his gang for help, and we returned to Ohara. I couldn't hold back my tears when I saw the tiny books intact. Now let's go inside. Be careful with that book you're holding, Robin. Robin: Oh! Chopper: What? Once inside, the book Robin is holding grows to an enormous size, even larger than her. The Owl Library is a stunning 2-page spread with massive books and tree branches hanging around the shelves. A giant owl is sleeping on one of the branches. Saul: Dereshishishi. Surprised? These are the books from Ohara, now grown to giant size. This is the mysterious Owl Library, where books grow once you enter. We kept our eyes open to bring back every single one of them. Chopper: Bonnie: Whoa! Robin remembers the words Clover spoke to her when she was 2. Clover: Past. This is the world's best library. Do you like books? Saul: I'm so glad I could show you this. Dereshishishi. The scene cuts to the underworld, where Loki is speaking with someone named Mosa. Mosa, a polite and timid figure, discusses a traumatic event, and Loki, while using intimidating words, reassures Mosa that he would have killed anyone who caused harm to them. Mosa starts to realize that Loki, despite his rough words, is actually kind-hearted, which irritates Loki. The chapter ends in Elbaf's western village, where Dory, Brogy, and other giants are drinking while waiting for the Straw Hat crew to return. Brogy: "Hey, the party hasn't started yet. We're killing time with drinks." Giants: "You're drinking too much." Suddenly, a bolt of black lightning strikes the village's castle. In the dramatic final double-page spread, a magic circle appears in the throne room, resembling the one seen during the Gorosei's appearance in Egghead, but without a number. From the circle, two cloaked figures appear kneeling. One is the hooded Shanks, who spoke with the Gorosei at the last Leveille, Chapter 907. And the other is a woman with bandages covering her mouth and hair over one eye. Editor's message: "We have invaders." End of the chapter.